Hello and welcome to my tutorial on putting AI into a map, making your own AI. This is the second part of the tutorial, and I'm just gonna take a guess and say that you already did the first part. And on this part we're gonna be putting the AI in the level and making them work right so they'll kill each other. So first of all, we're gonna wanna fix some problems I had with my other tags. It's just a couple easy problems to fix. So I'm just gonna go into Gorilla, and you're gonna have to do the same. And we're gonna go to File, Open, and go into the Characters folder and Active Variants, and it won't run right because when we pointed it, it was looking for the default directory. Or the directory we already gave it when we renamed it. That would change it, so we need to rename this back to Pink Grunt, and we need to rename this from Teal Grunt back to Pink Grunt right here, and that should fix up our active variants. They won't load into Sapien if we wouldn't have fixed that. So that's all. Now I'm gonna want to open up mission in a hierarchy view, AI, go to encounters, click new instance, and now in the first encounter block you're going to name it, I'm just going to name it friends, since these guys are going to be our friends. Check respawn enabled, and team index we're going to leave as default by unit. That should let them be on our team, since we told it to be human on there in the active variant. So now, respawn delay I'm going to set to about 3. And now we're gonna open this up and make a new squad. I'm gonna name that Grunts. Alright. And now we have no active variants, so we're gonna wanna go into edit types in the hierarchy view, change the class to active variant, and click add. Alright, now we're gonna wanna find our active variants we just made. And here he is. We're going to pick the minor since the major we have already set it up to upgrade, unless you want them to be automatically major, but it doesn't really matter. Grunt is the one we need. Even if you wanted them all to be major, you could use Grunt. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. Alright, active type is, we're going to change it now to be the one we just put in. And now the initial state and return state, we're going to set that to moving randomly. The initial state is what the person, or what the AI is going to be doing when they spawn. What are they going to do? Well, we're going to have them moving randomly, so they'll move to our move positions. The return state is what they do when they have nothing to do. So when they have nothing to do, they're still going to be moving around randomly. So we're going to check automatic migration, and now normal diff count and insane diff count. On normal diff count, that's what we put for like normal difficulty. Since this is multiplayer, you really don't have to worry about it. That's how many AIs are going to spawn, how many grunts. So we're going to have 2 spawning. And now minimum, maximum, and total. On minimum, if the amount of AI present on the board from the squad goes below the minimum, it'll automatically spawn 1 right there, unless our respawn total has went down to 0. And so we're just gonna leave it at 0, so there can be none present at the same time. And the max, since of course we have 2 set, we're just gonna set the max to 2, so it won't go over 2. Now spawn total, let's say we set this to 4. It's gonna use 2 of these, setting it back to 2 whenever they spawn, basically inside the game. And then whenever those, like say now one gets killed, it'll spawn him, then it'll go down to 1. If the next one gets killed, it'll go down to 0. Then if they all get killed that are spawned as 2, then it won't spawn any more of them. So if you want them to keep on spawning, you're going to set to 9,999. I don't know if that's infinite, but it should be. But if not, I don't think anyone's going to be spending that much time killing grunts. In the respawn delay, I'm just going to use what I used on the encounter, 3 to 3 seconds. So we're just going to put that in. Alright. Now move positions. We're going to put a move position wherever we want our grunts to move to. like somewhere where they're guard, they'll just walk around that area. Now, I'm not familiar with derelict, but I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm pretty sure the flag, yeah, there's a flag right there. So our grunts, I don't know what bases is. Is there any way to tell what the bases are? Oh well. I'm just gonna put the grunts on. We're gonna make this mainly for Slayer, I guess, so they'll just go everywhere and kill. So we're just gonna put pretty much a move point in the center, maybe up on each of these areas. So they'll just hang out looking for people to kill. And yeah. There we go. Alright. Put a few more in here. I really have no clue where I'm putting them, because I don't know what the bases are, but I'm just throwing them around. There, that's good enough. And now for starting locations, you're going to want to change your return state to moving randomly, initial state, same as I said above, or back whenever I was talking about the squads. It's the same exact thing. Alright, actor type, putting the same. Pink grunt, minor needler. Command list, that's, we're going to leave that to none because we don't have a choice, but you could tell them what to do when they spawn at each individual spawn point, and that is right here. You can make a new instance, but I'm not going to go over that yet. I might make a tutorial in the future for that, but I'm not going to cover it in this. So we're going to starting locations, and we're just going to put some points where we want these grunts to spawn at. Just throw them around in here. There we go. I'm not going to go too much in detail to where they spawn. I'm just going to throw a couple down, and we'll just watch them spawn later. Alright. Throw one here. I'm not sure, but I don't think that the AI can take teleporters. I never seen them go through any ever before. You could probably make a command list to tell them to go in there and test it, but you could, if you really wanted to, make a script to run to teleport the AI that's inside a trigger volume, maybe in here, to where the teleporter would lead to. But I'm not really familiar with Halo script yet, so if I ever figure that out, I'll be sure to post it someday. I'm sure many other people already know how to do this, but yeah. Alright, now we got our starting locations all set up. We're going to make someone for these grunts to fight with. And right now we're going to see how the grunts are doing, but first, I want to... Alright, it's in the squads. You're going to, now, we wanted them, I was talking about how in case you wanted them all to be majors, we can change this here to all, we can change it to none, many, or few. I'm going to set mine to many, and that could consume all of them, or even none of them. It's all random, but there's more of a chance that they're going to be a major than they're going to be a minor. So that's a bit unfair. I'm just going to set the few. Probably normal, actually. I think that does both pretty well. And so we're going to spawn our grunts right now. I'll bring it up to 4, the grunts to spawn, just for the sake of getting them in here and finding them. Alright, now when you click the encounters folder, click new instance, and our grunts will spawn very shortly. Soon as it can only spawn one at a time, so if we look around, we'll find one. There's one there, and this is a pink one. He looks kind of purple and sort of bluish from just the lighting here, but he's pink. I just heard another one spawn. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, there he is there. And we have 2 over there. I wonder if we have any invisible ones. It'd be hard to tell. The easiest way to tell is going into starting locations and going to each individual one by double clicking on this. And yes, we do have a major right here. third one, no one spawned there. Fourth, we have a regular. Alright, so now that we have our grunt spawned, and don't worry, just because they're not moving doesn't mean you messed up, because mine aren't moving. It's just some weird glitch in Sapien, I guess, but if you restart Sapien, they will start moving to their positions if you set it up right. Alright, now, since we got this new encounter, we're gonna put enemies. We're gonna put respawn enabled, and this time we're gonna change them to Covenant. That way they'll fight the character. They'll fight Master Chief and stuff. Alright. Now we have the respawn delay set up and everything. We're gonna make a new squad and name that Evil Grunts, because they're killing our friendly grunts. I don't know. And we'll set their initial state. When they start out, let's make them dumb and make them sleeping or something. It's for fun. And whenever they have nothing to do, since they're not gonna go back to sleep, well, we can make them, but that's kind of stupid. So we're just gonna set them to moving randomly. That way, once you wake them up, they'll stay up. And we're gonna put 4 grunts. We'll put 5 in since we have a Master Chief on the grunts team. Spawn min actors. No, wait, that's 0s. Now we put 5 in for here. 10, that does 909. And 3 to 3. There. Now we have that set up. We'll set up the move positions. We'll just throw a couple around here and there. Now, the reason I really don't like putting the AI in this level is because there's no ramps down to other places. So if the grunt is like down on the bottom floor and his move position he selects when he starts is on top, sometimes they get pretty retarded and start running at walls. And that's if they can't find a way to go to that position. But it's alright because it's just a test level. So I wouldn't recommend using levels with no ramps to the lower or upper floors. Or I don't think they climb ladders either. Alright, now we're going to set them up. Return state, moving randomly. Initial state, sleeping. Actor type, pink grunt, minor needler. Alright, so now we're setting up the spawn points. Throw some where we don't have grunts spawning already. Down here, or here. Just throwing them around. And it's good enough for me. I'm not even going to rotate them. That's same, yeah. Just making sure I set some move locations on the bottom. Alright. Now we want these dudes to spawn. And our friends died. But they'll be back, don't worry. Now new ones are coming, and they will fight, but there's no sound on Sapien. They'll pretty much just, you hear them die. That's the only way we can tell. See, here's the sleeping ones. Oh, there, he woke up, and now they're fighting. Oh, he's dead. Alright. We have a dead one there, too. He must have died from the encounter spawn. See, now we made them advance like this. They're shooting from across the map. They're not just waiting for people to get right next to them. And they're doing a pretty good job of killing each other. Alright. So, I'm trying to think of something else we could do. And see, that was a problem. The needles don't reach that far. You could easily fix this by making them not want to shoot that far away. By changing the max vision, stuff like that. Max firing range. And they won't fire that far away, so they're just being pretty dumb right now trying to kill each other, but the needles blow up in front of their faces. Alright. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. You can make more teams by using like Flood, Sentinel, stuff like that. You can make more teams, have them all fight each other. You can have a huge battle rumble. You can have pretty much as many bots as your video card will support. I never reached any maximum where my video card crashed or anything. So that's lucky for me. And I had some pretty good amounts of AI in